Guys, Reefer Explained. My name's Lee, back with another video for you today, just to show you the progress of the tank, kind of a quick update, just to let you know some of the pitfalls and problems I've had going forward. The colours on the corals now are really popping, and this is due to nutrient levels rising, which is going to have its own pitfalls because there's a lot of algae starting to appear, green-brown hair algae on this rocks. Now there's a couple of things I'm going to combat this, and the first one obviously is going to pick up my water changes, and my skimmer is hopefully now working, which is the Deltec 600 IDC protein skimmer, which I had some problems with, and I'll explain in a second about that. The other thing I'm gonna hopefully is going to help is my magnesium is been very low at 1200, and I know in my old tank it was running at 1350 to 1400. I'm not sure why it's been so low in here, so now I'm dosing manually magnesium daily to get this up, and I'm up to 1280 now in the last couple of weeks. So I'm just trying to do it day by day and then test and check it from there. But yeah, all's well. I want to get to 1350, and I think a lot of my corals apparently will do a lot better. Magnesium is really important to keep those levels up. Some people keep them between 1350 and 1500. I don't want to go above 1350, so I think that's going to be my grace point. Calcium is at 440 and holding as I'm dosing by doser daily, and KH alkalinity is stable between 8.6 and 9.9, so that's really good. All other parameters now 1 ppm of nitrate with a test kit, and I've just ordered a HANA checker for that to keep a closer eye on these parameters. So I'm going to raise the magnesium levels for the corals, but I'm going to raise the magnesium. Apparently algae doesn't do so well growing, and also higher magnesium means apparently you'll get better coralline algae growth, which I'm not getting. So that's the two things, plus we vacuumed the sand bed. I haven't done it for a month because I've been away and sick, so I'll be vacuuming the sand bed at the next weekend and doing a large water change. But little by little I'll be improving this system, and I think it's doing really well. I have a new fish, which is a yellowfin fairy wrasse. He is amazing fish, and I have another wrasse in here which is a radiant wrasse. Originally when I put them in, I didn't put them together. I put the fairy wrasse in recently, and they had a bit of aggression with each other. Now they're getting on quite well, as long as you give them a breaking period of a day or two and feed them, because as far as I know, fairy wrasses, they're very well, general wrasses, they eat quite well, and so I'm feeding twice a day now to all the fish and the clownfish. My pair of clowns, the other one is there. Under the tank, I'll just show you this skimmer, as I've gone through this many times. It is a complete mess in here, but there is some upgrades coming shortly. The skimmer is now skimming, and I'm not sure if this is due to a number of facts of me feeding more, which is producing, and on the Deltec you can go up to level 10. I'm only at level 4, between 4 and 5. I'm on 4 at the moment, and I'm on the lowest point water level on the tube for a dry skim. I just want it continuously, and I don't want any issues. Now I tend to see when I change out my filter socks, which are just the nylon versions, but I have floss, and I do rinse the floss, and now obviously I'm rinsing it and I'm leaving it in RO water for a few days before I change out the rest, because every time I change out the floss, the skimmer collapses and all goes haywire. So it's really disheartening that the protein skimmer is so finicky with any kind of additives or anything you do to the tank. It just changes the chemistry so much. It's a real pain. I have some media in here, and I bought a new bag that's just to the side there. I have these max spec bricks, bio bricks, and I have these bags. These bags are starting to look a little bit dirty, and I'm not sure whether I should buy a couple more bags, fit them in the sump for a month or two, and then throw these bags out as I think apparently people say they get clogged and they can cause your nitrites to raise quite a lot. So I'm just a bit concerned there. So I'll be looking at that very shortly. My doser's doing well, the 2-stage doser with the TMC. That's fine for now. This may look ugly and everything, but it was reasonably quick to set up and cheap. These were from Poundland for £1 each, and now they've gone up in price. So these worked okay to begin with. It's 1 litre and it's mixed with 80 grams to keep my KH steady at Aquaforest. And my calcium is 50 grams at 1 litre. And yeah, they do quite well, but they're very bulky, and I've only got the 2, so I've just ordered a new dosing containers, and I'll show you what when they come in. They're gonna be really nice and sleek, and there's 3 containers. So if I step it up and I want to start dosing magnesium, which I may get another doser or a REDSEA doser in here. I've tidied up this panel a little bit, and I may look at a new board or new switch system or something, and I'm thinking as well to put some, this is not going to work, but some sort of clear plastic in front of these switches just in case of any splashes, just for future reference. You never know. Everything else is doing well in the tank chemistry wise, and yeah, I've also got these little cameras. They're a little bit overkill. There's one pointed at the skimmer, and they use infrared for nighttime, and the other one is just at the side here. This measures my water level, and I'm going to measure this marker up. This is a 25 litre drum, so it's halfway at the moment, just under. And this is really for when I go away on holiday, that I can just click in and just check the levels of the ATO or the skimmer, because when I went away recently, the skimmer was set at level 5 and the level was too high. It had not broken in, or something was wrong, and it just overfilled. And luckily my D&D Guardian basically turned off the skimmer, and then I was without a skimmer. So it was really annoying that I didn't have that working at that point. But overall, this skimmer, it's a little bit finicky to dial in, and there's not many videos out there on this protein skimmer, but I will say it's one of the most quietest protein skimmers I've ever heard. It's so quiet, you can barely hear it. I'll take the lid off. It's like a whisper. I've cleaned it out today, and I think this is what's helped. So I put this in a 25 litre bucket with warm to hot water. I took all the everything off. I just cleaned the body of the skimmer and the cup. I didn't put that in. I just put the pump and the air inventory, and some of these other clips and bits and pieces in a vinegar bath for like 2 hours, and left the pumps running, and also took my pump off for my reactor, my dosing reactor, sorry, my carbon reactor, because that was clogged up, and there was a lot of gunk that came out of some of them, and I think there may have been some calcium build-up in the pump on the Deltec. I'm not sure, there was something there. So, and then I just washed them off with the shower, and then just put it all back together, and now it seems to be working a lot better. But I don't know if this skim is going to collapse again at some point. Anyone's got a Deltec or the 600i, 400, or even the 1000, just let me know how you're getting on with it. This is sitting in 7.5 inches of water, just under 8 inches from base to the level water line, on the minimum mark on the tubing, and I'm on level 4. And a lot of people, including Deltec, say to run it at level 10. But I think this is based upon your bioload, so you would crank this up. This is only a 69-gallon tank, so I don't think I need to go above 5 or 6 on the level, because it starts going crazy. I just want a continuous collection of foam, a dry skim, to remove the nutrients. And the thing is, I am using floss and changing these out every 3 days, and then rinsing the socks out every 3 to 4 days as well, just to remove the bigger particulates. So guys, if you like this video and there's anything you've seen that's worrying you, or you want to know about on my tank, Hit me up, any questions, give me some feedback, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, like, and I will be unboxing and showing you some of the stuff that I've ordered from Charterhouse Aquatics that's coming end of this week, so I'll do a video on that. There's some goodies in there, and hope you liked the video today. And I must say, the tank color wise, corals, is looking great, so I'm really happy. And just let me know, what do you think about nitrates and phosphates? Do you think that the nitrates need to be up more than 1 ppm, or where does it need to be? Any feedback would be great at this point, and realistically, to help combat the algae growth that's exploding now, probably due to obviously overfeeding because my skimmer wasn't working, so that could be a factor. I have a tuxedo urchin which I've talked about before on here, and he has got big. He is eating a lot of this, so I'm really happy with this. Anyone that's having any algae issues, get one of these tuxedo urchins. The only thing is to make sure, as I've previously stated, make sure your corals are well glued down, because he will carry them off, and yeah, you don't want your expensive corals to be dragged around. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll do the update on the new stock coming in. Thanks, take care, bye.